The Story of the Three Little Ones, the Traveling Birds. It was a splendid spring morning. The sun was shining, the birds were singing. Music in the morning. Nobody could sleep any more. Hammy, cried little Mousie, the birds are singing. They are singing. Come and see. Era o dimineață frumoasă de primăvară. Soarele strălucea, iar păsările cântau. Muzică dimineața? Nimeni nu mai putea dormi. Hammy, a strigat micuțul Mauzi. Păsările cântă. Ele cântă. Vino să vezi. Little Mousie ran to the window and looked fascinated outside. Hammy said to his dear friend Chippy, I think we have a lot of work to do with little Mousie. He doesn't know anything. When we found him, he was a tiny little creature. Our goal and duty are to raise and educate him, answered Chippy confidently. Then he continued, What can we teach him about the singing birds? The only thing I know about them is that they sing beautifully. So little Mousie ran to the window. Micuțul Mousie a fugit la fereastră and looked fascinated outside. Și a privit fascinat afară. Hammy said to his dear friend, Chippy. Hammy a spus prietenului său, drag Chippy, I think we have a lot of work to do. Eu cred că avem o mulțime de muncă, adică avem mult de muncă with the little Mousie, cu micuțul Mousie. He doesn't know anything. El nu știe nimic. When we found him, când l-am găsit pe el, he was a tiny little creature. Era o creatură micuță. Our goal and duty, scopul nostru și datoria, are to raise and educate him. Să-l creștem și să-l educăm. Answered Chippy confidently. A răspuns Chippy sigur pe el. Then he continued. Apoi el a continuat. What can we teach him? Ce putem noi să-l întrebăm pe el, să-l învățăm pe el about the singing birds, în privința păsărilor cântătoare? The only thing I know, singurul lucru pe care îl știu about them, despre ele, is that they sing beautifully. Este că ele cântă foarte frumos. And that they travel, said Hammy, feeling proud about his knowledge. That moment, the window opened a little, and Mousie made a few steps on the sill. And that they travel, și acela că ele călătoresc, said Hammy, feeling proud about his knowledge. A spus Hammy, simțindu-se mândru în privința cunoștințelor sale. That moment, în acel moment, the window opened, fereastra s-a deschis a little, puțintel, and Mousie made a few steps, și Mousie a făcut câțiva pași on the sill, pe pervaz. All of a sudden, a blackbird, the one that had just made those beautiful trills, grabbed Mousie in its beak and carried him up in the air and on the top of the highest tree in the garden. All of a sudden, dintr-o dată, a blackbird, o mierlă, the one that had just made aceea care tocmai făcuse those beautiful trills, acele triluri frumoase. Noi am traduce mai bine care cântase sau care scosese acele triluri frumoase. Grabbed Mosey in its beak, l-a apucat pe Mosey în ciocul ei, and carried him, și l-a purtat pe el, l-a dus up in the air, sus în aer, and on the top of the highest tree in the garden, și în vârful celui mai înalt pom din grădină. Chippy, cried Hammy, get the rocket quickly! The blackbird is going to eat our Mosey. Chippy and Hammy flew to the top of the tree and landed the rocket on a twig. Chippy, a strigat Hammy, get the rocket quickly! Ia racheta repede! Mierla îl va mânca pe Mosey al nostru. Chippy and Hammy au zburat spre vârful copacului și au aterizat pe o creangă. They saw a nest. Mosey was inside it, listening to the music of the blackbird. It seemed that the bird was singing to him. The trills were high and long for a while, then short and cheerful. They saw a nest. Ei au văzut un cuib. Mosey was inside it. Mosey era în interiorul lui, adică al cuibului. Listening to the music of the blackbird, ascultând muzica mierlei. It seemed that, părea că, the bird was singing to him. Pasărea îi cânta lui. The trills were high, trilurile erau înalte, and long, și lungi for a while, pentru o vreme, then short, apoi scurte, and cheerful, și vesele. Hey, Blackie Guy, you sing heavenly, but why have you taken our little Mosey? Asked Hammy. He called me, answered the bird. Hammy and Chippy turned their little heads to Mosey. Hey, Blackie Guy! Hey, negruțule! You sing heavenly. Tu cânti dumnezeiește. But why have you taken? Dar de ce ne-ai luat tu our little Mosey? Ni l-ai luat tu pe micuțul Mosey? Asked Hammy. A întrebat Hammy. He called me. El m-a strigat pe mine. Answered the bird. A răspuns pasărea. Hammy and Chippy turned their little heads. Hammy și Chippy și-au întors căpșoarele to Mosey, spre Mosey. Yeah, I called him. He was singing like calling for someone. And I answered, and we became friends, explained Mosey. You are right, answered Blackie, the nice little bird. I sing to call my ladybird. This is how I show her what a great guy I am. Yeah, I called him. Da, eu l-am chemat pe el. He was singing, el cânta, like calling for someone, ca și cum chema pe cineva, striga după cineva. And I answered, și eu am răspuns. And we became friends, și noi am devenit prieteni. Explained Mosey, a explicat Mosey. You are right, tu ai dreptate, answered Blackie, the nice little bird. A răspuns Blackie, drăguța pasăre. I sing, eu cânt, to call my ladybird, ca să îmi chem, să-mi strig pasărea doamna mea, da? Ca să o strig pe doamna mea, adică pasărea pe care o voi iubi eu și care va fi doamna mea. This is how I show her, așa îi arăt eu ei, what a great guy I am. Ce tip minunat sunt eu. And does she come to you? Asked Chippy. Always. I am the best tenor here, answered Blackie. Where have you been till now? We haven't seen you around, asked Hammy. And does she come to you? Și vine ea la tine? Asked Chippy. A întrebat Chippy. Always, întotdeauna. I am the best tenor here. Eu sunt cel mai bun tenor de aici, answered Blackie. A răspuns Blackie. Where have you been till now? Da, unde ai fost tu până acum? We haven't seen you around. Nu te-am văzut pe aici, asked Hammy. A întrebat Hammy. Well, I am a traveling bird. I and all my family and friends travel. Who are your friends? Asked Hammy. He was happy that he had a great opportunity to teach Mousie about the travel birds. Well, I'm a traveling bird. Ei bine, eu sunt o pasăre călătoare. I and all my family and friends travel. Eu și toată familia mea și prietenii mei călătorim. Who are your friends? Cine sunt prietenii tăi? Asked Hammy. A întrebat Hammy. He was happy, el era fericit, că he had a great opportunity, avea el acum o șansă mare to teach Mousie, să-l învețe pe Mousie about the travel birds, despre păsările călătoare. Oh, I have a lot of friends. The lark, the blue-throat, who is one of the most beautiful birds. He comes from Alaska and goes to Asia. The red knot, who travels up to 16,000 kilometers. The swallow with the tail like a fork, and many others. Oh, I have a lot of friends. Eu am o mulțime de prieteni. The lark, ciocărlia, the blue throat, gușa albastră, who is one of the most beautiful birds, care este una din cele mai frumoase păsări. He comes from Alaska. El vine din Alaska and goes to Asia. Și se duce în Asia. The red knot, fugaciul roșu, who travels up to 16 kilometers, care călătorește până la 16.000 de kilometri. The swallow, rândunica, with the tail like a fork, and many others, cu codița ca o furculiță și mulți alții. You should meet them. Some of them come from other countries and go to other directions than me. You should meet them. Ar trebui să-i cunoașteți și voi. Some of them, unii dintre ei, come from other countries, vin din alte țări, and go to other directions than me, și merg spre alte direcții decât merg eu. This is the blue throat. This is the red knot. This is the swallow. Why do you travel? And where? Asked Chippy, very curious. Well, my dear friends, when the summer ends, it gets difficult to find food. Day after day, food becomes less and less. That's why we need to travel south. Why do you travel? De ce călătoriți voi? And where? Și încotro? Asked Chippy, a întrebat Chippy, very curious, foarte curios. Well, ei bine, my dear friends, prietenii mei dragi, when the summer ends, când vara se sfârșește, it gets difficult to find food. Devine dificil să găsești mâncare. Day after day, zi după zi, food becomes less and less. Mâncarea devine tot mai puțină. That's why, de aceea, we need to travel. Noi trebuie să călătorim south, spre sud. We fly to Africa, to northern Africa, started Blackie when Chippy interrupted. And how do you do that? Do you have a rocket, a route, a map? Isn't it too far? We fly to Africa. Noi zburăm spre Africa, to Northern Africa, spre Africa de Nord. Started Blackie, a început negruțul, când Chippy interrupted, a întrerupt. And how do you do that? Și cum faceți voi asta? Do you have a rocket? Aveți o rachetă, a route, un itinerariu, o rută, un traseu, a map, o hartă. Isn't it too far? Nu e prea departe. It is a very long way. We fly over lands and seas. When the sky is clear, we follow the stars. When it's cloudy, we follow our parents at first. They know the route, said Blackie. How can you fly over the seas so long? Don't you get hungry? Asked Hammy. It is a very long way. Este un drum foarte lung. We fly, noi zburăm, over lands, peste teritorii, pământuri, and seas și peste mări. When the sky is clear, când cerul este senin, we follow the stars. Noi urmărim stelele. When it's cloudy, când este înnorat, we follow our parents at first. Noi ne luăm după părinții noștri la început. They know the route. Ei cunosc traseul, said Blackie. How can you fly? A spus Blackie. Negruțul, adică mierla. How can you fly over the seas so long? Cum puteți voi zbura peste mări atât de mult timp? Don't you get hungry? Nu vi se face foame? Asked Hammy. A întrebat Hammy. No, we eat the whole summer and get a lot of fat under the skin. We don't need to stop. Some of us fly over Bosphorus. Wow! We have a rocket, you know. We can get you to Africa, said Mousie happily. No, we eat the whole summer. Nu, noi mâncăm toată vara. And get a lot of fat under the skin. Și punem o mulțime de grăsime sub piele. We don't need to stop. Noi nu avem nevoie să ne oprim. Some of us, unii dintre noi, fly over Bosphorus. Zboară peste Bosfor. Wow! We have a rocket. Noi avem o rachetă. You know? Știi? We can get you to Africa. Te putem duce noi în Africa, said Mousie happily. A spus Mousie fericit. I know, but your rocket is too fast. You have no time to enjoy. I'll take you to Africa on my back, answered Blackie, and I'll show you the world. I know, știu, but your rocket, dar racheta voastră, is too fast. Este prea rapidă. You have no time to enjoy. N-aveți timp să vă bucurați de călătorie. I'll take you to Africa. Vă voi duce eu în Africa, on my back, pe spatele meu. Answered Blackie, a răspuns negruțul, and I'll show you the world. Și vă voi arăta eu vouă lumea. Nobody goes anywhere, said Chippy. Nimeni nu merge nicăieri, a spus Chippy. There are so many things to learn before flying, Mosey. Let's take a map first and learn how to use it. Hammy and Chippy spent a very nice day learning about routes, countries, seas, traveling birds, singing birds, how to find food. They had a difficult job to do. They had Mousie to teach. There are so many things to learn before flying, Mousie. Sunt atât de multe lucruri de învățat înainte de a zbura, Mousie. Let's take a map first. Să luăm mai întâi o hartă. And learn how to use it. Și să învățăm să o folosim. Hammy and Chippy spent a very nice day. Hammy și Chippy au petrecut o zi foarte frumoasă, learning about routes, învățând despre trasee, countries, țări, seas, mări, traveling birds, păsări călătoare, singing birds, păsări care cântă, how to find food, cum să găsească mâncare. They had a difficult job to do. Ei aveau o treabă dificilă de făcut. They had Mousie to teach. Îl aveau pe Mousie să-l învețe, să le duce. And this is the end, my little ones. See you next time with a new adventure of Hammy and Chippy.